Hello guys, welcome to the channel. So in our previous video, we have built a model of customer churn prediction using ANN algorithm. And in today's video, we will discuss what are the different ways to improve our model performance. Okay. So first one is your cross validation. Cross validation topic I have already discussed in detail when I was covering machine learning. You can check this that video. Okay. So cross-validation is a technique used to evaluate a model on different subsets of data instead of relying on a single train test split. What it means? It means it will not simply evaluate the model on single train test split. What it will do? It will it will create some subsets of your actual data. It will create subsets of your data and it will evaluate the model on all those subsets of data. Okay, so that is how cross validation works. Second is your train with more data. Simple deep learning models generally perform better when trained on larger data. You can train your models on by adding your more data points. Okay, that is what this point is saying. Third one is your remove unnecessary features. Not all features contribute to prediction. You have some features, or you can say columns, which is not affecting your output that much. Means it is not that much important for your prediction or your model. So you can simply drop those features. Okay. Early stopping. Early stopping is a technique that stops training when validation performs stops improving. What it means what early stopping will do, it will stop training the model when it will assume that this model will get overfitted. Okay, when it will realize that now the model will get overfitted, it will stop training the model. Okay, that is what early stopping do. Okay. Fifth one is your regularization. Regularization reduces model complexity and prevents overfitting. I have already discussed L1, L2 regularization based on last algorithms when we were discussing machine learning. Okay. So it works by adding a penalty term to the loss function. This has two types. L1 regularization adds the absolute value of weights as a penalty. Means suppose your feature has a weight of 0.5. Okay, your input has a feature of 0.5. So it will add 0.5 to the loss function. L2 regularization. If you will use L2 regularization, it will add squared weights as a penalty. Means if I have a 0.5 weight in our input, it will square 0.5 and then it will add to the loss function. This is how regularization works. Sixth is your ensemble learning. This topic I have discussed in detail when I was covering machine learning. So ensemble learning combines predictions from multiple models to improve performance. Okay, simple. Last one is your hyperparameter tuning. This already I have discussed again when I was covering machine learning. So this what hyperparameter tuning does, what we do in hyperparameter tuning. Basically, hyperparameters are settings that are defined before training begins. Means you just customize your hyperparameters values according to your need, according to your data. Okay. For example, some common hyperparameters are learning rate, number of hidden layers, number of neurons, batch size, reports, activation functions, optimizer, dropout rate. These things we can customize the values of these hyperparameters according to our need. That is what hyperparameter tuning. Okay. So in this video, we will see early stopping and regularization technique. Okay. On same model we have created. So in our previous video, I have built a model using ANN. So our accuracy was something around 85%. Okay, 85.5%. So I did some customization on the same model. Okay, what I did, I gave I gave random state as 10 instead of 42. Okay, so you can see now my model is little bit overfitted. Okay, now let's see. if I will use early stopping or regularization techniques, my model gets improved, will improve or not. Okay, so let's see how we can do it. First, I will run all these cells. Yeah, here I need to add from Keras dot regularization. I just import. Suppose I will import L2. Okay, and second thing from Keras dot callbacks import from Keras dot callbacks import early stop early stop. I have imported two things L2 regularizer and early stop. Okay, so in the first layer, Keras dot regularizers import L2. That was some styling mistakes. Okay, now it gets imported. Now, now what I will do, I need to add some hyperparameter. I need to add, you can see kernel constant bias. Yeah, I need to add this one. Kernel regularizer. Okay. Here its default value is given none. But I will add now L2. L2 regularizer I am using. Okay. What I will do? I will do L2 parenthesis shift plus tab. Now default value you can see L2 is equal to 0, 0.01 you can see. So I will take the exact value. Okay. Now let's see my model will be improved or not. I will run all the cells. No, no, my model accuracy is not improved. Now let's check by early stopping too. Okay, so here I need to add callbacks. You can see here its default value is given callback none. Sorry, its default value is given none. But I will customize this to early stopping. I will add early stopping. Okay, what early stopping will do? It will stop training the model when it will realize that your model is will get overfitted now. It will then stop training the model. Now, let's run this. Yeah, you can see here on second approach, it has not trained completely, right? And let's see. Now, it get stopped on second approach. Now, let's see my model is improved or not. No, still not. Now, let's check again by giving random state is equal to 42. 42. So, yeah, again, I got the accuracy of 85% and overfitting is gone. Okay, so maybe some other factors will uh, improve this model. So, but that's how we can apply early stopping and L1 or L2 regularization. Okay, here you can import L1 also or L1 and L2 both together also. So you can apply these things like this. Okay, for L2 regularization, you need to include this in your first hidden layer which you are creating. So these three hidden layers I have created, and this was my first hidden layer. And here, when I was fitting the training data into our model, then we need to use early stopping, okay, as callbacks hyperparameter, okay. So that is how early stopping and regularization we can apply to our model, okay. So that's all in this video. In the next video, we will discuss batch normalization, okay, and then we will see hyperparameter tuning also, okay. So thank you.